Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you can hear my voice, if you can see my face, then I want to say thank you for joining us for the last episode of 2024. That's right, this is FirePitt. It is a Monday streaming day, and I am so happy that we're here together. My name is Megan Pennington. With me, as always, is Jim Skiff and Devin Russian. Gentlemen, how are you?
Doing great, Megan. Always a pleasure to talk Pittsburgh music. You and our good buddy Devin. How's it going, Dev?
It's going really well. I played a show last night. I had a lot of fun, and now we're going to talk about some amazing Pittsburgh bands. So it's nice to be surrounded by all this music all the time.
If you have not checked out our social media pages yet, first of all, shame on you. Second of all, though, we are currently running our best of once again. We did it last year where the three of us picked 6 songs. You guys voted on what was the best of 23. And if memory serves me, it was Derek Woods that won last year, right?
That's correct.
Yes,
That's
indeed.
right. Derek Woods absolutely swept the competition, but I think we had a couple tight contenders there. But at any rate, we got 6 brand new tracks, 6 brand new artists, and tonight we're going to let you hear those tracks and tell you where exactly you can go and vote for your favorite. As we know, there are so many amazing musicians in this Pittsburgh music scene who put out music all year long. So these tracks are specifically tracks that we talked about that are new to 2024. So it wasn't anything from last year. And I had to tell myself, don't pick anything old. Because every time I looked at a song, I'm like, oh, I'm going to add this. Nope, it was from 23. Nope, they put it out 3 years ago. Nope, you picked the song from 97. So it took me a minute, but I think we have a really, really solid list. What do you guys think?
I definitely do. Yeah, these are great songs.
I'm excited.
Absolutely.
I think we should just jump right on into it. Let's start by talking about Zinnia's Garden. They made the list here. This was a Devin pick, right?
Yep.
Yeah, Devin, let's remind everybody who Zinnia's Garden is.
Zinnia's Garden is also a pretty new band. They just formed in 2023, and they've had a great 2024. They've released three singles and an EP. So they've been putting out tons of music. The members of the band are Mary Grace, Evan Smith, Kaya Rihanna, and Mara Moon. They consider their music to be a blend of ethereal sound and rock. Zinnia's Garden weaves a sonic tapestry that's both nostalgic and futuristic. Their music is a reflection of their diverse influences, from the iconic Cranberries to the contemporary Warpaint. The result is a distinctive style that's both raw and refined, with lyrics that explore depths of human emotion and experience. And we always talk in this show, we kind of divide bands into like the retro and then the new bands. The ones that are retro are showing their influences. They're kind of, you can tell where they're coming from, who they're referencing, things like that. And then there's other bands that take that are a completely new sound. And that's where I'm going to put Zinnia's Garden, completely new sound. The song I chose was Break Free Siren. That's the one we covered this year, but I have to admit that their EP Paragon has been spinning on heavy rotation on my Spotify. So the song Break Free Siren is a creative exploration of abstract feelings and performance art, expressing the emotions of breaking free from the bonds that hold life and what it can bring. This song starts off with an intense, heavy opening. It's very ominous, actually, and it just builds from there. It's just such a great tune. The one thing I want to point out is some bands are kind of noted for their harmonies. Like you think Beach Boys or Def Leppard or something, as soon as you hear it, you instantly know that it's that band. And I kind of think Zinnia's Garden is getting to that point where as soon as you hear their harmonies, you know that this is the band we're talking about. So check out all their stuff online. Like I said, they released a single called I Want to Believe, another one called Purple Portal Dream, and the EP Paragon. Check out those. On January 25th, though, they're playing a show at the Pittsburgh Winery. This lineup is incredible. They're playing with Central Flow, Bonnie and the Mere Mortals, and Heading North. All bands, I think all bands we've covered on this show, to be honest with you. So it's going to be an amazing show. I'm hoping to check that out January 25th. Did you guys enjoy hearing Zinnia's Garden again?
There's such interesting textures of sound that are kind of layered. They lovingly linger and build into a sonic soliloquy, evolving into a delicate, edgy, yet subtly symphonic rock masterpiece. This is a real pleasure to listen to. My ears felt so good. How about you, Megan?
Yeah, I forgot what this song was, just because there's so many songs that get thrown at us every week. By forgetting what the song sounded like, I forgot the sound that Zinnia's Garden brings to the table. And when I listened to this, I was just reminded of the robust, rich sounds of the artistry that this band is able to provide. And I appreciated that, like that refreshing feeling of experiencing it for the first time again, if you will. Because much like the first time I tuned into it, the title Break Free Siren, to me, I was not expecting something with such a heavy drive with, such intense feelings. I was kind of expecting like a wispy acoustic something, so kind of similar to like Bug Day, if you will. But this is quality music. It's really well mixed. It's really well written, and it's digestible. It's just something that I hope, if it's not on terrestrial radio, it should be soon. So let's kick off the best of FirePitt episode here with Zinnia's Garden and their song Break Free Siren. have it, folks. That was Zinnia's Garden once again with their song Break Free Siren. I love that song. I'm glad that it made it to the best of FirePitt list. Jim, you picked one of Wisdom's tracks, excuse me. I really like this one. So let's remind our listeners who Wizdom is and what the song Jammin' on the Mountain has to offer.
Errol Wizdom Williams was born in Kingston, Jamaica, and began his recording career there in the late 70s and 80s with hits like If You Should Leave Me and Diamond Queen. Errol moved to the U.S. in 1991 and settled right here in Pittsburgh, where he formed the Wizdom Band with Greg Hampton, Anthony, and Alvin. The Wizdom Band was voted Best Reggae Band by Whammo Radio 4 years in a row, and they have opened for artists such as Bob Marley and the Wailers, Jimmy Buffett, and the Clarks, and they've toured extensively throughout the Eastern Corridor. Their new album was recorded and produced at Bob Marley's Tough Gong Studios. The title track, Jammin' on the Mountain, came to Errol in a divinely inspired vision. He dreamed that a huge gathering of musicians came together on a mountaintop, and this is the song they were playing. He said he heard the whole song in his dream, and as soon as he woke up, he picked up a guitar and started playing it. This is going to be released on Errol's own label, which is Rasta Sons. I just love the trumpet intro and Errol's classic voice. He delivers this uplifting message of hope and love. It's a wonderful jam, and I'm really happy that we put this on the list. What do you think, Devin? Did you enjoy this track?
Yeah, I enjoyed it. And if for anybody to get a chance, go back and listen to our interview with him. It's very special for Pittsburgh to have Errol here. He's definitely an ambassador from Jamaica. Every time I see him, he's always like, "Have you been to Jamaica?" And I was like, "No, I haven't." And he's like, "We should go." And so he's just and to have it in Pittsburgh, this authentic reggae being made, and that's good too. He's not just faking it. This is authentic, this is real, this is great. The horns on this track are great, the keyboards are perfect. Even the oohs and ahs at the end kind of get haunting. It's just a great track, and I'm so happy that he's here and that we can go see him play shows. That's such a gift to Pittsburgh. So enjoy this track. And yeah, Megan, what'd you think?
I am such a super fan of Errol Wizdom, such a good artist. And when I showed Tyler this particular track and I told him that we found out that he recorded this at Tough Gong, he goes, "Yeah, that tracks. This sounds like a Tough Gong track." And I think that's really cool that it's an international thing, that as studios produce music, there's a certain sound that comes from them. And it's kind of, much like a musician's rasp or a guitarist's solo. It's something that's kind of recognizable. That is that trademark. And I think that's really cool. This is quality music, and I cannot wait to see the music video that comes out for this with all of those musicians jamming on that mountain. It's going to be really wild. I'm so excited. Let's dance together, folks. Here comes Wizdom with his song Jammin' on the Mountain.
Love Jah, love Jah, love Jah, Imperial Majesty, Rasta children sing, rocking on the mountain, rocking, jamming on the mountain, jamming, rocking on the mountain, rocking, jamming on the mountain. Yes, right now, I've got to give thanks and praise, just to see another day. I say, you know, and I, Jah Rastafari, Jah keep I in this party. I say, I'm jamming on the mountain, jamming, rocking on the mountain, rocking, jamming on the mountain, jamming, rocking on the mountain. Yes, I, right now, Jah open up our eyes so that we can see. He wants us to know that is the only way. I've got to sing thanks and praise, for he said is on his way. So jamming on the mountain, jamming, jamming, rocking on the mountain, rocking, rocking, jamming on the mountain, jamming, jamming, rocking on the mountain. Yes, I'm not the dreadlocks. Jamming, 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 jamming. We jamming, 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 jamming. Yes, I Rasta children sing jamming. Right here, got the dreadlocks say jamming. Oh yeah, rubber dub style jamming. Jamming. Jamming.
Head for the higher ground. When you're in over your head, head for the higher ground.
That was Jammin' on the Mountain. Is that your favorite song? We still have 4 more for you to listen to before you make that decision. So hang tight. Put a little tick next to that one if you liked it, though. Put a little tick next to Zinnia's Garden if you liked that one, though. And then have that internal battle with yourself once you've heard all 6 songs. It's going to be a tough one, I tell you. The next pick that I'm going to bring to you is one that I'm so proud that I was not only able to find, but I was at the release party for this album. It was so much fun, and it's always a pleasure getting to work with Avstn. The song is On Us, featuring Kilo. If you don't know anything about Avstn, he is a New York-born singer-songwriter who is now in Pittsburgh. He does rap and hip-hop, but he's told me that he kind of wants to venture away from that a little more in the next year and focus a little more on like the singing and the acoustic stuff that he's done. He's also the rhythm guitarist for Moonshine Jasmine, which I'm so thankful to be able to say. It's such a pleasure working with him, and he's really saved my shoulder. Ah, love it.
I really like this song too, Megan. The dreamy opening vocals kind of set up this cinematic pickup song. It tells a story with a very smooth flow, clean production, an appealing message, and I dig the falsetto towards the end. What'd you think, Dev?
Yeah, this is a great vibe. It kind of creates a mellowscape. I think I mentioned this last time we had this song that it just has this smooth R&B atmosphere, and it's really well produced, so he doesn't ruin that atmosphere. Like this is if you're going to sweet talk your partner into a romantic evening, this is the song you use because the song was designed for that. Yeah, great job on the structure of this song. It just holds the vibe well. So yeah, it's a well produced song, and I appreciate that. Yeah.
I find there's something truly lost in music nowadays. Society's got this weird grasp on men, and they can't really, present themselves as, hey, I know who I am, I know what I have to offer, and I'm confident with that. And I hope that you'll accept that for who it is and what it is. And I appreciate that theme is presented in this song. It's very reminiscent of that like 90s hip hop R&B type stuff that I catch myself listening to when no one's around because you're not allowed to know that about me. With that being said, folks, here comes On Us with by Avstn featuring Kilo.
Check, check. Ooh, oh, yeah, yeah. Ooh, 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 ooh. Feeling so right. Hey, hey, hey. Feeling and feeling and feeling and feeling so right. Yeah, yeah. Feeling so right, looking so tight. We gon' do it even if it's just for one night. Asking for a light, then it get high. Floating in the clouds, just up in the sky. We gon' do it just because, cause feeling like it's more than lust, lust. Please don't make it extra tough, tough. We can make it, that's on us, us. Mesmerize me from across the room. Hypnotize me the way you move. Just one look, gonna do what it do. Try my best just to sneak right through the heart of places. The way you say it, shit's not working, sounds like complaining. I'm not playing, I keep it a beat. Am I tripping when you say that you don't know what I mean? Thought we was a team, do we still got the same dream? In love with the way that you be getting so mean. Way that you gleam, the way that you smile, the way that you just slide right in my arms for a while. Way you take your time with me to make sure I'm cool. The way that we surviving all the snakes in the pool. If I let it go again, just cap me in the head like I'm a fool. Baby, stick on me and it can be just me and you. Feeling so right, looking so tight. We gon' do it even if it's just for one night. Asking for a light, then it get high. Floating in the clouds, just up in the sky. We gon' do it just because, cause feeling like it's more than lust, lust.
It's more than lust.
We gon' make it extra tough, tough.
Let's do it.
We can make it, that's on us.
It was love at first sight, and then we had a good night. Something lovely in the oven, now I'm calling you my wife. I put you up above the others, took you down every night. Discussions on how your brothers want me up about your life. Silly rumors got you stressing. So every time that I'm out, you think I'm on to the next one. But baby, here's the truth, nobody does it like you. My mama didn't raise no fool.
Feeling so right, looking so tight. We gon' do it even if it's just for one night. Asking for a light, then it get high. Floating in the clouds, just up in the sky. We gon' do it just because, cause feeling like it's more than lust, lust. Please don't make it extra tough, tough. We can make it, that's on us. That's on us. Ooh, ooh.
There you have it, folks. That was Avstn featuring Kilo with their song On Us. The next pick that I'm going to bring to the table here is none other than Darcy Saint. I absolutely fell in love with his latest release from this year. It was the Heaven or Hell album that he put out. The particular song that I brought to the show that just gets stuck in my head is Shame on You. If you don't know who Darcy Saint is, he is a Pittsburgh-based storyteller with a true way with words and notes. He's done all sorts of things from making music in Pittsburgh. He's traveled to Nashville for school and collabed with all kinds of different artists. And it's true to say that he is a storyteller. Every song, every album, it tells a story. And what I like about his music is that when you listen to an album in its entirety, the whole album tells the story itself. Each song is a piece of said story. And you don't really get much of that anymore. With the way that things are released and everybody's getting that quick gratification. So I really enjoyed Heaven and Hell. It's really, or excuse me, Shame on You. I really like that song. It's really powerful. It's one of those like fuck religion songs, and who doesn't love a good fuck religion song? It's well produced, and I think both Avstn and Darcy's songs were both self-produced. So even bigger kudos to both of them. So guys, what did you think of Shame on You?
I dug it. It's kind of a chant-like rant on the hypocrites residing in the glass houses of religious condemnation in violation of the commandment, judge not that ye not be judged, which is so obviously the self-righteous mantra projected by the new oligarchs of America. This is a very cutting edge song dealing with a lot of timely issues, and I'm really proud of our show that we're spinning a track like this, and I think it deserves all the attention it can get. What'd you think, Dev?
We played with Darcy at Breezefest a couple years ago, right?
Yep.
We did.
So here's the thing. I was looking at this. This song was released on August 2nd. Last year on August 4th, he released, I can't read my handwriting, the Pittsburgh Waters Bring Me Home album that has the song Bear. And the whole album is very kind of acoustic and atmospheric. And then when we saw him, he was just playing solo and electric. And then this stuff is just so hip hop influenced, just all over the place. And when you go through, and he's quite prolific. Like I looked on Spotify, and just since 2020, like my God, there had to be like 3-4 dozen songs on there, the singles that he's released, plus EPs. Just an amazing artist. Totally, and everything he does is unexpected. It's frank, it's honest, it's just right in your face, and the music is just as aggressive, but at the same time he can do stuff like the Bear that's laid back and acoustic and more feeling. Yeah, I'm just, every time I hear a Darcy Saint song, I'm very impressed, and yeah, good for him.
I am so happy that I got to meet Darcy. I met Darcy Saint when he was going by Idiot way back when I started my radio journey. So that's been a long time connection and a long time fan that Darcy has had in me. And I'm very thankful to be able to show you guys his music once again. So without further ado, here comes Shame on You by Darcy Saint.
I've been fucking a lot. I'm talking strangers, neighbors, co-workers, and some I forgot. I ain't sober, but come over, we can make a mistake. Drown my sorrows with a bottle and the taste of your face. With the image of my mother say, shame on you. With the image of my father say, shame on you. With the image of my lover say, shame on you. I fought the pain away. The pain away. All my dead relatives watch me fuck while Jesus Christ critiques my form. But you didn't marry, so I gotta lock you out of heaven.
Hey, how's the new business coming along?
It's going all right. We're doing well. I feel like we could be doing better. We don't have the constant stream of customers, and we don't really get many out-of-towners.
Well, how are you advertising?
We're getting billboards and radio ads.
Dude, it's the 21st century. Stop acting like you're selling typewriters.
What do you mean?
The internet, man. Listen, I know the spot. Let me see your phone real quick.
What's ScarFire Media?
It's the hottest new media company. It's small time like your shop, but they could sell coal to Newcastle, especially since people in Newcastle can hear it anytime they want. And Paris, and Rio. Heck, someone in Mongolia could hear your ad.
We're a small business, though. I don't know if we could afford something that amazing.
I know, that's what I'm saying. ScarFire Media knows the struggles of being a small business owner. They're all independently owned. They got the best rates around. Only $40 a month to run an ad that they make for you custom made.
$40 a month? Well, you've convinced me. Where do I sign up?
All you gotta do is send an email to Megan, no H, Pennington at ScarFireRadio.net and tell them everything that you want included in your ad. And if you think it's awesome, they're willing to make a trade for the ad that you can use anywhere you'd like.
Wow, that's amazing. Hey, I'll catch up with you. Let me type up this email real quick.
I figured you might say that. ScarFire Media. Embrace human creativity. There you have it, folks. Darcy say it with his song Shame on You. We've got two more, and this next one is coming to us hot and fresh from Merce Lemon. Backyard Lover. When did that one come out? I feel like that was forever ago, but then again, I thought Darcy Saint was in February.
Nope, this was just in September 27th. So this just came out not too long ago. Yeah. Merce Lemon is from a long line of Pittsburgh music royalty. As she says, she grew up in a family of art and music in a city with a small, vigorously supportive scene, which is Pittsburgh. Merce has been going to shows her whole life, even playing in them with her grown-up friends and her parents. As recently as a few years ago, her dad was actually in her band. So this is going to be in the category of, the last one was futuristic, this one is retro. You can definitely hear, like, not only is her family musicians, but her musical family, you can tell where her influences are coming from. Very Velvet Underground, 60s Rolling Stones, shoegaze music, which is why she's been kind of called like country gaze and stuff like that. At the beginning of the year, I picked a tune of hers called Will You Do Me a Kindness, and we had that on the show. And then Jim, actually, this is one of his picks. You get Backyard Lover is one of his picks. I stole it from him. Great minds think alike, or as the Russians say, fools agree. But we're both like super into Merce Lemon, and this song is impressive. I liked Will You Do Me a Kindness, but this song has over 200,000 plays on Spotify already just since September. So definitely they're doing great, and the band's going places. The song starts out very melancholy, kind of romanticizing, reminiscing. It's a very conversational song, and then it builds, and it builds lyrically and musically, but it actually doesn't build in the vocal melody. She never gets to a point that she's yelling, but her vocals change in tone where she's saying you're a fucking liar and stuff like that, and then the music builds with the guitars starting to solo, the drums getting heavier. So structurally this is a great song. I just love the way it builds. Will You Do Me a Kindness was the same way. It just built really well. So this is a great songwriter, and you can see why so many people are starting to take notice, and YEP named her Artist of the Year this year. So as for shows coming up, well, she's in Kingston, New York on the 30th and 31st of December. She's finishing the year there. And then in March, she goes on tour. She's going to be in Tennessee, Alabama, down in New Orleans, Texas, Arkansas, all over the place. So this is one of the Pittsburgh bands that is definitely going somewhere. And it's kind of nice that I like to see local bands do well. So, what did you guys think of the Backyard Lover? I already know what you think, Jim. Can you tell us again what you think?
Oh, sure. Yeah, I love this song. You know it. Yeah, the lovely pedal steel haunts the opening textures of this country-inflected ballad of isolation and longing. Her voice and her delivery tug at your heart. I don't get out much. Nothing's good enough for you, you fucking liar. It brings in a passionate guitar solo and the climactic high point. Then it just, there's like a moment of release and a reiteration of love lost. aching and fading into the casual oblivion of life. It's just a beautifully crafted tune, lyrically, musically, in every way. And I'm really glad that we've got Merce on our list for the best of this year because I think she deserves it. What do you think, Megan?
I think that this is a fantastic track, and you guys have said so many wonderful things about this that there's nothing left for me to say except let's take a listen to Backyard Lover by Merce Lemon. was Merce Lemon with her song Backyard Lover. We have one song left for the best of Fire Pit for 2024. If you haven't heard your favorite song yet, then maybe this last one will be your favorite. We were talking about Pittsburgh music royalty. I feel like this last artist is a perfect representation of that phrase. Let's talk about Brad Yoder.
Absolutely, Megan. Brad Yoder is an iconic singer and songwriter based right here in Pittsburgh for over 30 years. His music has been featured on network television shows such as Numbers and Dawson's Creek. He was voted Best Acoustic Artist by the Pittsburgh City Paper in 2003, 4, 6, and 7. His lyrics are poetic, often introspective, and always thoughtful. Brad's voice is clear and expressive, and his fingerstyle guitar playing is elegant and refined, reflecting his many musical interests, including Appalachian, folk music, jazz, and the theater. His writing is always tuneful, and his latest recording, Somewhere in the Constellation, which was released on August 10th of this past year, is no exception. This is Brad's sixth album. We had a really great conversation with him on Fire Pit episode number 71, which you guys should definitely check out to learn more about this amazing artist. Now, this particular song, Local Band, Brad wrote back in 2006 or 7, he said. He heard a song being played on WYEP by Price's Car, a local band who never broke nationally but got a lot of local buzz. This song tells the saga of so many great local bands in epic rock anthem style. The Baba Da Da Dadas are serious earworms, and the production is extremely clean, very hook laden. We all love Brad. Why don't you, sing his praises a little more for us, Dev?
Yeah, Brad Yoder is a damn institution here in Pittsburgh. I remember when I first started playing acoustic, like when this is when Acoustic Cafe was back at Club Cafe, and Brad Yoder would show up. And then I remember once Berkey and I started hosting Starlight, and first time Brad Yoder came in, Berkey and I nudged each other. We're like, "Oh shit, it's Brad Yoder," and now he's a regular there, and we get to hang out with him all the time, and we get to hear his music, which is just amazing, and to have that influence on everybody. And he's been super influential. He's been so influential that on January 1st they're releasing a tribute album to him that's all his songs recorded by local Pittsburgh artists. There's 44 artists on this thing. The thing's called Ripples Travel. It's covers by friends. It's going to have like Mirabelle Skipworth, John Porble, Orange G, Jeremy Kaywood, Julian Nora has a great song on there, great cover of his. Just it's amazingly talented. And then this song is just so perfect for Pittsburgh because there's so many Pittsburgh bands that we all know that we think, oh, that band's going to make it. And then something happens that they don't. And you're just like, how did that not work? And you're still fans of that band and you just love that band, but you just don't get why the rest of the world didn't pick up on it. And I have a list of bands from Pittsburgh that are like that. And hopefully none of the bands that we're talking about tonight end up on that list. But yeah, just a perfect song for a perfect scene by a guy who's such a part of the scene. It's been so nice having Brad Yoder around. So yeah, Megan, what'd you think?
I hope that someday when they come up with the Pittsburgh Music Hall of Fame, that he gets one of those exhibits that are so big. It's like the Elvis Presley room at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. If you've ever been, if you haven't been, Elvis has like a whole corner to himself, right? They got like one of his cars, they show a movie, like the whole nine. Brad, I'm so sorry. Brad Yoder is one of those musicians. I was just having this conversation the other day that I met him when I was sneaking into like Hambones and Howlers and playing those open mics when I was way too young to be there, but all I wanted to do was play my music. And he was one of those people that seemed so like above and beyond where I was and so unobtainable. And I've looked up to him for such a long time, and being able to like speak to him and feel more like human alongside musicians like him in this scene is truly a magical feeling that I'm very honored to have. This song is really good. I listen to it quite often since we've put it on the show, and I am very excited to hear him play it live. I wish I knew the name of the show. It's listed on the video, but I can't remember off the top of my head. There's a live video of him playing this one, and it's really good. Whether he's live or in track, it's always a pleasure getting to hear Brad. So I'm glad that he made the best of list. It's really awesome. Well, those are your 6 picks, ladies and gentlemen, out there listening in Radioland and watching in Videoland, I suppose. If you are a fan of any of these 6 songs and you think that is the best of 2024, all you need to do is either visit us on our Facebook page or our Instagram. On Facebook, you are able to choose your reaction. So there's a post. On the post, you can like, heart, laugh, whatever, for the song that you like most. Or if you don't want to deal with all that crap, you can just comment in the bottom. On Instagram, you have to comment because they don't let you do the reactions like Facebook does. So make sure you are voting for your favorite track. If you think we were totally wrong on this list and you're like, nah, there's a better song, I'm going to tell you what that better song is. You're welcome to tell us that in the comments as well. We want to know what you think was the best song of the Pittsburgh music scene that we brought to you here on FirePitt. One last piece of information, ladies and gentlemen. I am devastated to announce that this is actually Devin's last show with us here on FirePitt. I hope that's not a forever thing. I really hope it's not a forever thing. But we'll still be integrating Devin throughout the episodes as time goes on, because after all, there would be no FirePitt without Devin. And so let me get my sappy 2 cents out of the way first. It has been an honor and a pleasure to be able to bring you all of the amazing music that we've had over the last couple of years. And a lot of the incredible tracks that you know now are because of Devin. A lot of the interviews that we've had on the show are because of Devin. And I truly don't know if I have what it takes to fill the shoes that Devin's leaving on my doorstep with this task, because this show truly has been the Devin Russian show, and I'm very honored to be able to be a part of it. You know, I love the fuck out of you, dude. I always have, I always will. I consider you a brother, man, and it's really sad that I won't be able to sit down and chat with you every Sunday. We'll have to get coffee or something. You, me, and Regina, let's do it.
Definitely.
And I second that emotion, Devin. It's really been a pleasure and a joy to listen to all this great Pittsburgh music and talk with all our wonderful guests. With you right there, you're an inspiration. You're so knowledgeable about the local music scene, and you have such insightful comments. And it's going to be tough to do the show without you. Megan and I will try to muddle on as best we can. We always are happy when we know the Russians are coming. And these are one group of Russians that are welcome to invade our fire pit anytime. And we sure hope you become a regular feature as the show goes on. And wish nothing but the best for you and Regina. Have a wonderful new year. I know you're going to thrive in 25. And I'm looking forward to seeing and hearing the music that you're going to be creating, because I know there's going to be a lot of great stuff coming out of that Devin Russian soup pot of music and all the different influences. I can't wait to hear where you go next. And thanks so much for everything you've done for our community and for our show.
Oh, thank you both very much. I appreciate it. I definitely have to say that I am going to I'm going to miss talking about music every week, especially Pittsburgh music. This has been so much fun, and to just that this is a chance to force me to dive into Pittsburgh music. And now it's to a point that I'll listen to something on Spotify, and even though I know I'm not going to be here next week, I'm still like, oh, that's going to be a good FirePitt song, or that would be a great FirePitt song. So it's going to be really tough to not do that, to be part of the music, and then to sit each week and actually, when we get going, the three of us together here, this is the best part. Like, just excited about Pittsburgh music, just just talking about it, like I'm gonna miss this part a lot, and I'm definitely gonna still talk to you guys. You're making it sound like I'm not gonna see you ever again. Like we're gonna see each other around all the time, and there's
Well,
ScarFire
I
shows, and
don't know. You said you're
there's
not making music no more. I thought you were gonna go into a cave.
I am going into a cave. It's called, as Jim likes to quote John Lennon, "Life is what happens to you when you're busy making other plans." And unfortunately, work's going to be in my way for the next couple of months. So yeah, but I can't help it. I got to go to shows. I got to see stuff. So yeah, I'm
Well,
not going to be
good.
playing as much. I'm not going to be on the radio, but I'm definitely going to be seeing as much as I can. So we'll see each other around.
Well, come to my show on New Year's Eve then. It's at the Poetry Lounge. Shout out, shout
That's a
out.
good show. Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be since I brought it up, it's gonna be Moonshine Jasmine, Indigo Home, and Craig Veltri. $15 at the door, Poetry Lounge, 7 to 10, so you can beat the rush for the ball drop and get home if you don't want to be up that late.
Beat the drunks.
Yeah, beat the drunks and be in bed like the fogies, you know. But yeah. Well, I hope to see you sooner rather than later back on this old Zoom call there, Devin. You know your spot is going to be left open until that time comes. So, in the meantime, between time, ladies and gentlemen, I do want to say thank you for joining us here for all things FirePitt, all things ScarFire Media. Check out the podcast network, check out the website, check out the social media. Go to Facebook or Instagram or both and vote for your favorite out of these 6 songs. We will let you know who the winner is come next week. This is a quick moving competition this year, so let us know who your favorite one is. Vote, vote, vote. Let everybody you know to vote. Until then, folks, stay healthy, stay happy, stay safe. Till I see you at Scarpacey's for a little Pennington Veltri action. Peace and love. Here comes Brad Yoder with his song, Local Band.
Oh, the local band. They had a special sound. They used to pick me up when I was feeling down. Now it makes me sad. I'll never understand why something always breaks up the local band. Just the other day, and I heard that song that they used to play. It really took me back. I was their biggest fan, but something always breaks up the local band. They spent a bunch of money on a shiny little record, and the songs were righteous, like a lighthouse. They all shone. They played a lot of shows and they smoked a little dope. They were young and hopeful. How could anything go They ruled the local scene, packed all the little bars. They won the paper's poll, they were the local stars. And when the bands battled, they were crowned the champions. And everybody swore we'd say we knew them when they spent the drummer's uncle's money on a shiny little record. And the songs were righteous, like a lighthouse. They all shone. They played a lot of shows and they smoked a lot of dope. They were young and hopeful. How could anything go wrong? A couple labels called, they didn't hear a hit. And then the bassist moved, the lead guitarist quit. The eager substitutes were never quite the same. They had a different sound. They even tried a different name. Ba-ba-da-ba-dum-bum-ba. They pull their people out, they make a little dough. But with the wives and kids, it's hard to hit the road. It's hard to quit the job that paid the motorboat. Yeah, the local band had a special sound. They used to pick me up